beloved soul. So this is a special new moon in Virgo reading, right? Um, Sometimes I touch on these things directly, sometimes I don't. I might just pour them into like the general readings, but this energy has been so strong and talking to me so fiercely. And whenever something really energetically strong or chaotic is going on in the world, it'll rain wherever I'm at, right? And so I woke up to these massive thunderstorms, right? Everything was wet, and I'm like, here we go, Luna. What are you trying to say, right? So as I was getting ready for my readings for the week, this reading decided that it wanted to come out. So we're moving from Leo season into Virgo season, right? Virgos are the virgin, right? Like Virgo the virgin. It could be a very innocent, very pure energy. And on the other side of that coin, it can be very self critical, very judgmental, very restrictive, right? You either have the Virgos that are highly organized, everything is in its place, or you have the Virgos that are doing like organized chaos, right? I love the energy of Virgo because they are always challenging themselves, right? In a really like high vibrational sense. They're challenging themselves to be the best version of themselves. They know they can do something. They're willing to step forward. They're willing to try. They're willing to put themselves out there, right? On the more dark or more low vibrational side, they will purposely put themselves into situations just to see if they can overcome it and then kind of do like a whole victim mentality with it, right? So what we're trying to look for is a balance between these energies, and it's the earth energy, right? It's centered directly between Taurus and Capricorn. So really grounding, connecting to the earth, connecting to our physical bodies, connecting to our home and our space, and really having a deep connection with that. And not judging ourselves, not being hypercritical of ourselves, understanding that like life is a game and things ebb and flow, and sometimes things may work out really well, sometimes they may not. And when things are not working out really well, gaining the lessons from it, but not sitting there in a space of judgment and self criticism, which has you in analysis paralysis, right? So that energy is really, really strong right now and potent around the collective. So I wanted to see what that means for the collective in general. So of course, because as we do with all gateways, portals, and activations, I got the Sacred Destiny, I got the Gateway Oracle, as well as the Angels of Atlantis. Because big Earth energy, we're going to talk to Gaia, and then the healing mantra had a message for you guys. The unicorns have a message for you guys. Okay, I just have the unicorns like we do too. And then we're also going to pull chakra energy to see what chakras really are coming into focus during this time. So thank you, angels. Thank you guys for being here with me in the collective as we tap into these beautiful energies for the new moon in Virgo. What does this mean for everyone, right? We're going to start with the unicorns, actually. I'm guided to do. And if nothing else, I am obedient. So thank you, angels. Thank you, guys. Thank you, unicorns. What message do you have for the collective for this beautiful new moon in Virgo? I love it. It started pouring. Wow. It had stopped raining for hours. I literally took a walk with my son, and now it's monsooning again. I love it. Bottom of the deck, enter the magic. Live in the now. Seize the moment. She's meditating. She's getting grounded. She's getting centered, right? So this is the key thing to remember during these times. When life gets tumultuous, you remember to stay grounded and centered, right? You are in the eye of the storm when you're in that energy. And no matter what's going on around you, the eye of the storm is the peace, right? It's the calm. It's the part that nothing is changing, right? The world might be spinning chaotically around you, but you're chilling. So it's just remembering that. And covering yourself in a bubble of white light when you're going out into the world, remembering to shield and protect your energies, right? Allowing nothing to come into your field that is not of your highest and greatest good and not in alignment with unconditional love or above. So that's going to be really important during this time. Stand in your power. Wow. Be passionate about your vision. Bring about positive change, right? So again, the shadow side of the Virgo energy can be hypercritical, hyperjudgmental, especially of themselves, right? I have a lot of Virgos in my life, and they are so hard on themselves. They are so hard on themselves. More often than not, I'm always like, who are you comparing yourself to, right? Like, what is this bar that you have set for yourself that's not even reachable, right? It doesn't even seem fathomable in this lifetime, right? Like, why are you doing that? Who told you that you have to do that? And normally it's just the conversation that they're having within themselves, right? So this is about you remembering your own power, you remembering your own self-worth, you remembering your own divinity, and knowing that you are perfect here in this moment right now. I call my power back to me every single day, especially as I'm out and about in the world, right? I call my power back from all people, places, and things in all directions of time and space across all realms, galaxies, and dimensions. Why do we do that? Because as we're going out in the world, we're giving our power away, we're giving our energy away, consciously or unconsciously, right? And so you want to make sure that all of your powers return to you. You want to make sure that all of your energies return to you so that you can stand in your truth, so that you can move forward with the feelings that you're getting within your solar plexus, which is our own inner power center, right? That's our own inner sun, and help you to move forward with confidence, with trust, with surety, knowing that you're on the right path. And even if you get veered off, that you're fine because you can always redirect. Okay. And we have ascension lift. Yep. Prepare for rapid spiritual growth. Be ready for opportunity. It's not surprising me, not at all, not, especially not considering the weather that we have going on, right? So many of you are being activated and ascending. There are new spiritual gifts coming online, new truths that you're coming into realizations about, whether that's within your own self or just within like the structure of the world and how you grew up, right? Releasing some of those old belief systems and really letting go of the things that are no longer serving you. Many of you are connecting deeper within yourselves, right? The Virgo energy is also the Hermit card in the tarot, right? And that's about going within, understanding, like, and trusting your own higher self, and really having a connection with your divinity, right? Whatever that is defined in your world, whether that's God, universe, source, higher self, conscious, one consciousness, the Tao, however you choose to word it, right? Really connecting with that own higher power and your own inner voice. And I'm not talking about the voice of ego that's sitting on your shoulder telling you that you're not good enough, that you didn't try hard enough, that you need to push further, like that's trying to keep you safe within the confines of those old belief systems and paradigms and structures. No, this is your heart and your soul sitting on your shoulder and going, you got this. You are this. You've done this lifetime after lifetime. You're here for this. This is a part of who you are. You are love. You are abundance. You are joy. You are peace. You are harmony. You are the divine, right? God lives within you. So this is really connecting with that higher energy and understanding that the Lord is within you, right? We go within to get our answers. We're not externalizing things. It's really big for you to understand at this point, right? We're not externalizing things. We don't need outside validation for the things that we've got going on. We don't need outside validation for our own truths because this is a part of who we are. We're all on different levels of our spiritual growth, spiritual awareness, right? We all have different soul contracts that we're playing out. We all have different things that, hey friends, I love them, right? We all have different things that we're trying to make manifest at this time, right? So all of our worlds are going to look a little differently. But it's about holding space for yourself at this time and not criticizing yourself for the things that are going on. One second, guys. All right, sorry, beloveds. The rain started really coming down and it started raining on the computer. I love to be outside when I'm doing these messages because this is everything for me right now. Rain is literally one of my favorites. You give me a sun shower, lose my mind. Don't even know how to act. Like, giddy, giddy, giddy. Anyway, sip of tea. Let's moving on. Oh, make sure the cars aren't getting wet either. You don't want that to happen. All right, unicorns. Thank you. Next, Gaia. Go straight to Gaia with this energy. Gaia. For these messages. What does the collective need to know about this beautiful new moon in Virgo? What do we need to know? What do we need to see? To serve the highest and greatest good of all at this time. Thank you, Gaia. Thank you, Luna. Yes, bottom of the deck, fire, passion, right? So again, we're just moving into Leo season, into Virgo season. Fire is what about purifying, purging, right? Really getting rid of the things that are not serving you, and from that clear, purged, burnt, purified path, We have the ability for new growth. This is about you getting your passions back, burning that fire within you, right? Like really taking those little embers, those little sparks, and having them become flames so that you can move forward, right? Again, with the solar power energy, right? This beautiful spark, this power center, right? Really giving you the confidence to put things into place, so to take action steps on your life. Again, to get out of the energy of the analysis paralysis and to really move forward, right? That is coming into your lives right now. I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, the first card out that we got was ancestors, generations. So we're clearing ancestral karma. We're clearing ancestral traumas, right? And although we do give from our ancestors some of like the negative things, we also get a lot of gifts, right? Talents and skills. So this is about you in that whole inner work and receiving the gifts that your ancestors have left here for you, right? And every gift isn't negative, right? It's not just about like the our DNA is holding on to the traumas and the pains of like gender or race or culture, right? This is about your ancestors coming through with open hands, giving you these gifts and being like, hey, you're doing deep cellular work, right? You're healing from a deep level within your DNA. And as you're doing this stuff, here are these gifts coming online to activate you. Here are these gifts showing you where you might have had these talents before in a past life and they were looked at poorly, or maybe you were shunned for them, or maybe if you relate to like being like a witch or a shaman, right? Maybe you were like hurt or killed in another life because of these talents, gifts, and skills, and so you're very hesitant to use it in this lifetime. Your ancestors are here to show you that they're supporting you in this, and that there's nothing to be afraid of anymore, right? It's time for you to open your hands and to receive these gifts. It's time for you to allow the healing to transform through you, right? And again, to know that it's happening at a deep cellular level. So there's going to be a lot of shifts and changes going on within you, right? And you're going to come out of this looking like almost like you're not even knowing yourself, right? It's like, who am I? Right? I know when I first started doing this whole spiritual path and I was shifting and changing, and I'm like, I don't even recognize myself anymore, right? Like the things that I grew up believing that just didn't sit right with me, it just didn't make any sense. And then I started realizing why it didn't make any sense because on the soul level, like my soul always knew, like that was not the truth of the thing. That is not your plan. That is not God's word, right? And I started having to really do the math for myself, do the research for myself, do the work for myself to heal within, right? And so we pick up these beliefs within our cultures, within our families, right? Like African American, right? So it's like they're known for having high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and Alzheimer's and all types of stuff. And I was like, I'm not doing any of that. Like I opted out of that. And many people don't realize that you have an option. Like you have free will. Like you do not have to accept what was to be your truth. That is not my truth. My truth is not to have poor health as I get older. My truth is to be living vibrant and healthy and youthful and energized and fun and having fun throughout my rest of my lifetime, right? Like that is the energy that I decided to embody. And so people look at me and they're like, "Oh, you're so thin and you're so vibrant." Because yeah, because I choose to be, and we get to dictate to our DNA what we want our life to look like, what we want our life to be. Right? We get to decide. It's not our body being like, "No, you have to do this." No, it's you telling your DNA like, "Hey, I don't do poor health. I don't do high cholesterol. I don't do any of that stuff. Like that is not my truth. My truth is that I'm vibrant. My truth is that I'm energized. My truth is that I'm extraordinary. My truth is that I'm living my best life. I have passion and romance. Like that is my truth, and that is what's aligning for me. And that is what can align for you. What is aligning for many of you as you're stepping forward and taking ownership of your life. I feel like many of us are being guided just to remember that the power that we have in and around us, right? And that we are the CEOs of our life, that we are our own author of our own hear it? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to hurry up because this doesn't go. All right, look, lightning, power, right? Beautiful energy coming in to transform and transmute and to change everything about our lives, right? Huge power shift, especially within our emotional body. You feel this warrior, right? So that's our emotions just shifting and changing and us regaining our power. I always call my power back to me every single day. right? It's about you reclaiming your power during this time and being okay with the chaos of your emotions. Our emotions are our GPS, right? It shows us when we're in alignment and when we might be getting triggered. And triggering is teaching us what we need to heal and what we need to develop even further, right? Okay, sorry, what did I say? Virgo is the sign, is the hermit in the tarot, right? And what does the hermit do? It goes to be by itself, sitting in yin energy, but it's also a guiding light. So you're being guided to go in and to find your own light within, right? And it's never in the darkness because the light is within you at all given times. So it's okay to take a step back to reclaim your energy, to do some healing work. You don't get to live in the cave, but you do get to go take a step back so you can rest and retreat and hydrate, recalibrate, get your mind right, more or less, and then come out into the world. Okay? I know we got clouds, she's shifting. Yeah, we got a lot of clouds going on over here. Oh, my car's getting wet. My baby's getting wet. Right? This is about you transforming your life. Just like the clouds can shift and just cloud gaze and maybe see the adults and feel in the heart and just see all the stuff happening, right? This is you shifting and moving with the tides of life and transforming, right? And realizing that you can be and do anything, right? You can really meld into the energies of this world and you are transforming now at a deep cellular level. Like you are moving and shifting. And so and are not going to recognize yourself on the other side of this. But that's not a bad thing. You're changing and moving to your highest and greatest timeline. You're getting into alignment with the best version of you. And that's a gift. I would go inside, but no. Why would I go inside? This is the power of these energies around us right now, right? Things are being purified, things are being cleansed, things are being healed, things are being transformed, right? To serve our highest and greatest good. That's what this energy is. All right, angels of Atlantis. So thank you, angels. Thank you, guys. Virgo, new moon, guys, everybody. What do we need to know? What do we need to see? Emperor. Wow, bottom of the deck, Archangel Metatron and wisdom, right? So having deeper levels of understanding coming in, again, with these new truths, new revelations, shifting our belief systems. Many of you are connecting with ancient Egypt teachings, right? So maybe you're connecting with Isis, or Stewart, Thoth. Those things are becoming activated now within your brain, right? You're having a deeper understanding of these old spiritual truths, right? These things are being awakened within you from your ancestors, letting you know, hey, you have this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding within you. Tap into that, right? Go inside and tap into that. Ask your angels and guides for awareness, like, what does this mean? How does this relate to me? What do I need to know? What do I need to see right now, right? And be open to the guidance that you're receiving. Angel Haniel coming in with integrity, bringing things into balance, right? Which I love because right after Virgo, right, is Libra energy, which is about the skills, right? But this is about the root chakra and our soul plexus, bringing those things into balance, really grounded to our energy, remembering our own power, and integrity, doing the right thing even when no one is looking, right? This is about you just showing up for yourself, being there for yourself, right? Like holding the line and being okay and having things come into balance into your life, even if it doesn't make sense to the rest of the people around you, right? This is your path to walk, yours and yours alone. I love that. Sorry, normally I don't clean up while I'm doing the reading, but I don't want these cards to get drenched. Sacred Destiny. Angels, thank you guys. What we need to know, what we need to see. Energy of this Virgo new moon got for the collective. Wow. Oh, I love it. So love is coming in, right? Divine love. That's coming in. Not for some reason. Divine love for everyone, but for some of you, it could be like a romantic love. It's also about you loving yourself, right? I said initially, Virgos can be very hard on themselves, very judgmental, very critical, right? There's energy that's reminding you to be easy on yourself, to love on yourself, to nurture yourself, right? To love yourself and really just take care of yourself and to know that the universe is loving you in return, taking risks, being bold. This is about taking guided action, right? When you go in and you meditate and you get clear on your vision, clear on your path, clear on your own goals and desires, from there is when we take the guided action steps. Not before. We're not just trying to force things, right? We're connecting to our higher self, it's represented here by this beautiful, we're gonna walk for a falcon, right? Really taking things to a higher self, a higher level, seeing the big picture of things, and then moving forward from there. And then we got focus coming in, right? So again, oh, there might be a hawk. The hawk is also about focus energy as well. So it's really about just focusing again, being crystal clear what you want, having your eyes on the prize, and then getting ready to move forward. And knowing that even though you're on the path and you know what the end goal is, the path may change. And being okay with the fluidity of life. Being okay with the fact that the path may shift here or there, but it doesn't change the end goal, right? Put your address into the GPS and you start driving. Along the way, there may be detours, there may be bumps in the road, there may be traffic. It doesn't mean that you're not going to keep going home. It doesn't mean that you just put the car in reverse and go backwards. No, it just means that the path is a little different. Maybe you're going a route that you've never went before. And that's okay. Along the way, we learn different things and see different things that we need to see or understand in order to move forward. This is no different, right? So, taking inspired action steps, not being critical of yourself, loving on yourself, seeing things from a higher level, right? Connecting with our higher self and letting that be our divine guidance and not the guidance again of ultimately the ego, but connecting from the heart space, right? Filtering everything through your heart, being very discerning and what it is that you're going to do and how you're going to step forward. What a gift. What a gift. I get a healing mantra for you guys, and then chakra message. Angels, thank you guys. Beautiful healing affirmation for the collective. One card, please. What do you need to know? Wow, look at this, the ego talk I keep bringing up. Integrating the ego. Everything is for me, not against me. Right? Everything is for me, not against me. Everything is for me, not against me. The ego is here to keep us safe. That is a beautiful thing. We are no longer living in a world where we need to worry about tigers and things jumping out of bushes at us all the time. This is a time to realize that these things that are happening in life are happening for us. Help us grow, help us to evolve, help us ascend, right? To help us expand to be the best versions of ourselves. This is about giving the ego a chance to speak its truth and to hear its voice and to pour love into it and to know that the light and shadow parts of you are worthy and deserving. Light and shadow parts of you mean something, right? You are perfect in the eyes of the divine, bottom of the depth, dissolving judgment. Unbelievable. Thank you, Angie. Y'all just showing off. I don't have to like the actions of others in order to love my journey. I don't have to like the actions of others in order to love my journey. I don't have to like the actions of others in order to love my journey. Letting go of judgment and self-criticism. Letting go of allowing the ego to take the lead in your life. This is your life, your soul beyond anything else. The ego is a falsity. Anything outside of love is fear. And the judgments and the criticism and the doubts of the ego are all based on fear. They're not based out of love. Love is God. Love is the divine. So it's about you aligning with everyone. And enjoying the journey, right? Understanding, like I said, you might have put your address into the GPS and headed there and you get a detour, right? The detour is okay. You might see something that you didn't know you could see. Hey, I didn't know this was dark here. I didn't know they opened a store here. Or, oh my God, like the house is for sale. It's exactly what I've been looking for. You never know. Go with the flow of life. All right? It makes me happy. And last but not least, a chakra message. Thank you, angel. Thank you, guys. Let's get a message from the chakras for the collective. Virgo, ew, that was beautiful. Beautiful. Can't make this up, guys. Boom. Third chakra for the collective. I've said that how many times? We're in the suffering, right? Our inner power center, our own internal sun, our gut instinct, right? Self discipline. My self discipline and willpower will significantly help me in my efforts to move forward and grow. I am free of the need for the approval of others. Literally an echo to all of our previous messages. I face each challenge with determination and courage, and I am determined to live my life to its full potential. I am strong and capable. My actions speak louder than my words. Taking risks, right? Love at the basis of all things. Oh my God, right under love was new beginning. And then abundance. I love that. So take your power back during this time. Remember that you are a powerful being, that you are the divine in the flesh, that you are a flesh and blood version of love. Understand to call your power back every day. Don't be so hard on yourself during this time. This isn't about judging or criticizing yourself. This is about you taking a look at your life and being like, this feels good, this doesn't, and making some shifts. And that's not about judgment. That's about awareness. That's about love. That's about you loving yourself enough to move forward. So go within, get really clear about your goals, dreams, and desires, and then allow the universe to just guide you along that path and know that you're completely supported in everything that you do. Right? Completely supported in everything that you do. I'm gonna leave it here because I love the love, abundance, and blessings for everybody. And you have to tell me twice. Anyway, I love you. God loves you. Angels surround you. Later, my beloved.